Early Earth atmosphere. Oxygen, an odorless and colorless gas, composes nearly 21% of an atmosphere. However, it has not always been as abundant as it is today. To allow life, early Earth had to cool enough to solidify its crust that has led to the condensation of water vapor from volcanoes in the atmosphere. Along with water vapor, gases rich in basic elements such as carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen were produced. Despite the small amount present in these gases, there was no free oxygen. As it being one of the most electronegative elements that exist, oxygen has a tendency to bind with almost all other elements in the periodic table, which has caused its absence in molecular form. However, about 2.7 billion years ago, everything changed. Oxygen took place in the atmosphere, a phenomenon that scientists call oxygen catastrophe. But what may have caused the sudden appearance of oxygen? Everything started about 3 billion years ago, when Earth was inhabited by the earliest life form, prokaryotic cells known as bacteria. These anaerobic organisms lived in the ocean where they reproduced and spread across the planet. They had the ability to capture energy directly from the sun while using nutrients from the sea in order to get carbohydrates that they needed. The process which they were capable of doing that, it's called photosynthesis, and is represented by the following equation. But it did not stay like that. Somewhere in the vast ocean of our planet, a remarkable mutation occurred. One of these primitive bacteria developed to conduct a new form of photosynthesis. While the earliest bacteria performed photosynthesis by using carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, and light, this new mutant used water as a hydrogen source instead of hydrogen sulfide. This new life form, known as cyanobacteria, was noticeably different from its ancestors, in a way that it has a blue-green color and a gas was given off its membrane. This highly reactive and toxic gas was oxygen. As a result of using water and as a hydrogen source, oxygen was given off instead of sulfide ions. The oxygen produced by cyanobacteria threatened the existence formed when being in contact, which drove many species to extinction. To seek refuge from oxygen, the remaining prokaryotics went and hid in the deepest part of the ocean. The cyanobacteria multiplied rapidly, consequently, more and more oxygen was produced. This early appearance of oxygen was what scientists was referring to as an oxygen catastrophe. This new form of photosynthesis performed by cyanobacteria is given by the following equation. Cyanobacteria has been tremendously important in shaping the course of evolution and ecological change throughout Earth's history. The oxygen atmosphere that we depend on was generated by numerous cyanobacteria photosynthesizing during the Archean and Proterozoic era. The Earth's atmosphere before that time was a different chemistry and unsuitable for life. Cyanobacteria was the first organism that used water instead of hydrogen sulfide or other compounds as a source of electrons and hydrogen for fixing carbon dioxide. By releasing oxygen as a byproduct of their photosynthesis, they in effect change Earth's atmosphere. That is how photosynthesis evolved from bacterial photosynthesis to cyanobacterial photosynthesis. The cyanobacterial photosynthesis that is still happening today. In fact, all the plants on Earth incorporate symbiotic cyanobacteria, known as chloroplasts, to do their photosynthesis for them down to this day. Oxygen is an important part of the atmosphere that is necessary to sustain most terrestrial life as it is used in respiration. However, it is too chemically reactive to remain a free element in the Earth's atmosphere without being continuously replenished by the photosynthetic action of living organisms, which use the energy of sunlight to produce elemental oxygen. There is an ongoing debate over who the main biological players were in this pre-oxygen world. But as time goes by, researchers are digging up more and more clues in some of the oldest sedimentary rocks of the planet, and there is significant evidence to prove that cyanobacteria played a very important role in shaping the atmosphere of Earth and life as we know it.